Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. I am presently in Ayodhya, the land of Lord Ram. I am standing here at the place called Guptar Ghat, which is the place from where Lord Ramachandra performed his Tirobhav pastime, the pastime of his disappearance from this world. We all know from the Bhagavad Gita that the appearance and disappearance of the Lord is an extraordinary divine phenomenon. It is not like our birth. Similarly, his passing away from this world is also not like a death, not like the death of an ordinary person. Lord Ramachandra descended into the Sarayu river, which flows along the town of Ayodhya. And you can see the beautiful Sarayu river here in the background. And he entered into the waters and departed for the spiritual kingdom, the spiritual world, Ayodhya or Saket. And the residents of Ayodhya, being unable to bear separation from him, also entered into the waters. And they also were taken by Lord Ramachandra back to the spiritual world. So I'm coming here after many years. Many changes have happened here. I happened to come to Ayodhya for the Pratishtha, or the consecration ceremony of the new temple of Lord Ram, in the form of a child, 5-year-old child, called Lalla here. And it was a very exhilarating experience. The new temple is very beautiful, very intricately carved. The deity of Lord Ram, Lalla, is also exquisite, very, very beautiful, very nicely sculpted and decorated as well. And yesterday was the first day that Lord Ram Lalla gave darshan to everybody. There were huge crowds at the ceremony. And although yesterday was only for invitees, there were still many thousands. And from today, everybody has been allowed in. And I have never seen such huge crowds of people at any one place. There were literally hundreds of thousands of people from what I could see. And many of them were from very ordinary backgrounds. Many of them probably from different villages around Ayodhya and from even distant places, perhaps from Rajasthan and Bihar and Haryana and other states everywhere. And I was struck by their simplicity and their faith and the austerity that they were willing to undergo happily for their pilgrimage to Ayodhya and for having darshan of their beloved Lord Ram. And I was mentioning to some devotees that I was feeling guilty that we had kind of made some special arrangements for coming to Ayodhya. We came in a flight and then we had a car and then we had some special arrangements for darshan as well. Whereas these people are actually showing such simplicity and faith. You know, they don't have any special facilities for themselves. They were walking, they perhaps came by train or bus, and then there was no saying where they would stay. And they came with all their belongings just packed in a few pieces of cloth. And they all came there eager right from the early morning. All the way through the day, the surging crowds have been phenomenal. And I think this mood of exhilaration is there all over. And many people are expressing their devotion to Lord Ram in different ways all through the country, and from what I hear, all over the world as well. It is a very happy occasion for devotees of Lord Ram that he is able to return, or rather to manifest himself in this way in his place of birth in Ayodhya. So it is an extraordinary event. And of course, there are also, shall we say, other issues associated with this. And I hope that everything becomes amicable and whatever antagonism or hostility between different people existed before, whether it's in the social front, the religious front, the political front, etc., that everything dissipates ultimately. And we can actually come to a phase where Lord Ram will serve as a focal point of uniting rather than having the present day situation of where people are divided. Ram is actually a very exemplary personality for all of us. He unites because he has set such a wonderful example for what a person should be. Even though he is the Supreme Lord himself, and he always remains the Supreme Lord, when he descends into this world, he mingles amongst the human beings in human society as if he were also another human being. So many mistake him to be a human being also, which is not a fact. The fact is that he remains the Supreme Lord in all circumstances. But he comes here to demonstrate, among other things, ideal behavior and ideal qualities that can possibly exist in any human being. And therefore he has popularly been known as Maryada Purushottam, one who understands the proper etiquette, who understands proper behavior, proper attitudes, who exhibits and demonstrates the perfect qualities. In fact, the first chapter of the Valmiki Ramayana is exclusively dedicated to a delineation of all these wonderful qualities of Lord Ram. And the qualities of Lord Ram are also glorified all through the Ramayana, the Valmiki Ramayana, and also in the various other renditions of the Ramayana in different places by different devotees of the Lord. So, whatever be the other things that have happened, as devotees of the Lord, we hope and pray that Lord Ram will serve as a focal point of unifying everybody, and that everybody will be able to express their devotion to Lord Ram in a very sublime way, and everyone will grow in their spiritual life, that India will become indeed a land of spiritual culture, a land where everybody comes together in love, in unity based on devotion to God, rather than on various other things that are not so desirable for this world. So anyway, it was a wonderful experience, and I do hope that all of you will get an opportunity to come to Ayodhya at some point and have a darshan of the wonderful deity here of Lord Ram Lalla, and the exquisitely carved and still under construction temple here. Lots of changes have happened in Ayodhya. And we also went to the Sarayu Ghat, where many programs and festivities happened. Lots of lamps were lit and people were there all over thronging. Huge crowds of people coming in great devotion and fervently having kirtan at different places, chanting the glories of Lord Ram everywhere. It was like a non-stop festival amongst the multitudes who thronged this place. I've never quite seen anything like this. I have been to the Kumbh Mela in 1989 or 90, and there also we could see lots of people. But here, the kind of festivity that I saw all through the city, and the crowds of people from all over coming here to Ayodhya, and also the mood all over the country and indeed in many places around the world is indeed, I think, unprecedented. And I hope it heralds a new era of love, peace, devotion, and spirituality, and that all negativities that we are seeing in this world will gradually start getting subdued. Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai, Shri Ayodhya Dham ki Jai, and all glories to Srila Prabhupada, because of whom we are able to come to this place because of which we acquired some knowledge about who Lord Ram is, who Lord Krishna is, what the Ramayana and the Bhagavad Gita, the Bhagavatam, etc., they all really mean. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Thank you.